Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to my channel. My name is Shiva Krishnan and I upload videos related to data analytics and its tools such as Excel, Power BI and AI. So in case you are new to my channel, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you and to the existing subscribers. Thank you very much for staying connected with me till now. It's really a pleasure to have you on board on my channel and I genuinely appreciate your support. Okay. So, चैनल पे नए हो तो वार्म वेलकम है राइट एंड टू द एग्जिस्टिंग सब्सक्राइबर्स थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो जैसे मैंने बताया पिछले वीडियोस में मतलब पिछले वीडियो में कि अभी एक नया सीरीज स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है, मॉक इंटरव्यू विद द हेल्प ऑफ एआई एंड कई लोगों को इसके बारे में पता नहीं है एंड एआई से पूरा फ़ायदा पूरा लेवरेज उठाएंगे। ठीक है, सो many people do not know that that such a feature exists and they basically haven't tried this, right? So we will leverage the maximum out of AI so that we could crack those job interviews and really do well. All right. So I'll be covering as many job roles as possible. All right. And like the old saying goes that the more we sweat in peace, the less we bleed in war. ठीक है, मतलब जंग के शांति के दरमियान जितना पसीने बहाएंगे उतना ही कम खून बहाना होगा जंग में, राइट? दैट्स द होल आइडिया, राइट? कि क्योंकि आप जितना प्रिपेयर्ड हो, जितनी तैयारी करके जाओगे इंटरव्यू में, उतना ही चांसेस आपका बेहतर होने वाला है। एंड आई कैन से दिस विद गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि मेरे साथ तो यही हुआ है। जितना भी जॉब इंटरव्यूज़ मैंने क्रैक किया है, सब में मैंने एक ही पैटर्न देखा है मैंने कि आई वॉज वेल प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर जॉब इंटरव्यू। इवन बिफोर द इंटरव्यू took place, I was very well prepared, and eventually I got selected. And I had done the same thing. I had shared the same thing with a few others as well, जिन्होंने इस चीज़ को apply किया, and they have been able to crack the job interview. ठीक है? So let's get started with today's video, right? And this is a continuation of the previous video, part one. पिछला जो part one था उसका continuation है ये, ठीक है? So the prompt is act as an interviewer for MIS Analyst job role and I'll be the candidate. So give me scenarios ranging from simple to intermediate. तो ये जो prompt है ना, ये देखो ये मैंने खुद के ही लैंग्वेज में बनाया है, right? I haven't copied this from anywhere. This is just from my own understanding and yeah, so I came up with this prompt. So here is this prompt and I will also extend this to and say I'll extend this prompt and say that, and then at the end of the interview I'll drop the microphone for a few minutes. Okay, कि मैं microphone को थोड़ा drop कर लेता हूँ when I type. Okay, so the interview as you started here. ठीक है, the simple scenarios, data accuracy. पहले इसको स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. Imagine you're preparing a weekly sales report for management. You notice that the data from one region looks suspiciously inflated compared to previous weeks. How would you handle this situation? Okay, report automation. Your manager asks you to generate daily performance reports manually, but it's taking too much time. How would you propose to make this process more efficient? Okay, fantastic. Um, so first को address कर लेते हैं, right? I'll say first data accuracy. I'll drop this microphone. Um, so you may have to excuse me on this. ठीक है, मैंने अभी तक वो वायरलेस माइक्रोफोन लिया नहीं है. I'll take this in some time. Okay, but I don't think that's going to be much of a concern for you guys. because I am sure that you guys are able to hear me really very well, and also since the objective is to learn how to crack the job interview, right? You can see the screen, and I think that should be fine, right? So I'm dropping this microphone while I type this. Okay. Uh, so right. So I was just busy, typing the answer for these two questions, right? First is data accuracy. Okay. So first, the question goes कि पहले ये भी एक्सप्लेन कर लेता हूँ कि ठीक है, अभी इस पे इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चन ये है कि इमेजिन कि आप एक वीकली सेल्स रिपोर्ट बना रहे हो मैनेजमेंट के लिए, एंड आप नोटिस करते हो कि एक रीजन, मतलब जैसे डिफरेंट रीजन्स होंगे, राइट? ईस्ट, वेस्ट, नॉर्थ एंड साउथ। ओके, सो लेट्स से कि नॉर्थ रीजन का सेल्स जो है थोड़ा इन्फ्लेटेड है कंपेयर टू प्रीवियस वीक्स, तो इसको मैं कैसे हैंडल करूँगा? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम चेक करेंगे कि नॉर्थ रीजन में कोई सेल्स कैंपेन, जैसे कोई एड कैंपेन था क्या, विच रिजल्टेड इन इमीडिएट स्पाइक। ठीक है, अगर आंसर यस है तो फिर वो जस्टिफाई हो गया इन्फ्लेटेड नंबर्स। मतलब क्या होता है कि एड कैंपेन किसी ने चला ली, मतलब हमारे मार्केटिंग टीम ने ऐड चलाया, राइट, जिसके कारण कस्टमर्स आए एंड दे बॉट अ प्रोडक्ट, तो जिसके कारण स्पाइक हुआ। ओके, अगर आंसर यस है तो फिर वो इन्फ्लेटेड नंबर्स जस्टिफाई हो गया, राइट। अगर आंसर नहीं है तो हम चेक करेंगे कि फॉर्मूलाज और चार्ट्स प्रॉपरली फिक्स्ड है कि नहीं। ठीक है, तो दिस इज अ वे, right? I'll repeat this in English as well. So what I was saying is that all of a sudden, if you find numbers getting inflated compared to previous weeks, then how would you handle this? Well, you'll identify if there is a marketing campaign that was being done which resulted in immediate spike in sales, right? Um, and if the answer is yes, then the numbers, inflated numbers, are justified. And if the answer is no, then we will rectify the formulas and charts accordingly. Okay. Report automation. Well, so the question is, your manager asks you to generate daily performance reports manually, but it's taking too much time. How would you propose to make this process more efficient? Um, yeah, so the manager says that there is a daily performance report that has to be done, but it's taking too much time, and we want to automate this. So we will identify that how much of data is being repeatedly done. So we'll find out that okay, almost 100% data is being repeatedly copy pasted, like manually entered, right? Um, so what we can do is we can, instead of manually typing each and every report, um, then manually doing the formatting and then prepare the daily performance report, you can set up the macro. Okay, you can say that okay, this is the pattern, this is where the data has to be pasted, and this is where the formatting has to be done accordingly, and then the macro will uh, or help us in automation, that automating the entire daily performance report. Okay, so the third scenario is the dashboard design. The leadership wants a dashboard to track KPIs like revenue, customer acquisition, and churn rate. How would you decide what metrics to include, and how would you ensure the dashboard is user friendly? Wow. It's going to be right. These are some tough questions, right? Um, Interesting as well. Data integration. Suppose your company uses multiple systems, CRM, ERP, and separate HR tool. Management wants a consolidated monthly report, combine data from all three. How would you approach this integration challenge? And then the fifth question, decision support. The marketing team is considering launching a new campaign. They ask you to provide insights from historical data to predict whether it will be successful. Uh, what steps would you take to support their decision? Wow, some fascinating questions, right? काफ़ी कमाल के क्वेश्चंस है। ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तीसरा वाला जो है एड्रेस करते हैं। ओके, सो लेट्स एड्रेस दिस थर्ड वन, dashboard design. As usual, I'm going to drop the microphone while I type the answer. Okay, Uh, so yes, um, I was just trying to type the answers for this, right? So here's the thing. Okay, for the dashboard design, the leadership wants a dashboard to track, KPIs like revenue, customer acquisition, and churn rate. What are the metrics to include? So we will do the entire requirement gathering from the leadership as an what are the metrics that they want to see the dashboard. Okay, and basis that the entire dashboard will be designed. And then for the churn rate, it will be the formula that I just had thought logically, that the total customers minus the customers that left by 100, and then it should give us a rate, and if the rate is higher, then add a column to show revenue loss because of that, and which will so that losses do not continue to pile up. देखो तो इसमें मतलब देखो अभी इसमें मतलब जनरेट पूछा गया है, डैशबोर्ड डिज़ाइन के बारे में बात किया, राइट? अभी तो मैं एक स्टेप और आगे जा रहा हूँ, एंड अब इसमें मैं इंटरव्यू में बताऊंगा कि ठीक है कि चर्न रेट के साथ साथ एक और कॉलम ऐड कर लेते हैं कि रेवेन्यू लॉस कितना हुआ इसके कारण, अगर चर्न रेट को ज़्यादा ही हाई है। फॉर एग्जांपल, लेट्स से इस कस्टमर के इस बिजनेस के 100 कस्टमर्स हैं, राइट? 100 में से लेट्स से 50% है चर्न रेट, मतलब जितने भी कस्टमर्स आते हैं उसमें से 50 तो कैंसिल कर लेते हैं सब्सक्रिप्शन, या मतलब दे डोंट वांट टू कीप टेकिंग दैट सर्विस। तो उसका मतलब क्या है कि 50% तो काफ़ी अलार्मिंग हो गया, राइट? 5% है, 10% है, तो दैट विल बी लाइक अंडरस्टैंडेबल, बट 50% है तो काफ़ी अलार्मिंग हो जाता है, राइट? तो उससे मैनेजमेंट को अंदाज़ा लगा सकता है कि ठीक है इस कॉलम पे इतना रेवेन्यू लॉस हुआ है, एंड या तो एक कॉलम ऐड कर लोगे कि ऐड कॉलम टू शो रेवेन्यू लॉस बाय यूजिंग threshold with the help of colors, conditional formatting. If the rate increases certain percentage, then have the trigger, which is immediate action required. Okay. डेटा इंटीग्रेशन देखो इसमें क्या है कि क्वेश्चन ये है कि कंपनी अगर मल्टीपल सिस्टम्स यूज़ करती है, CRM, ERP, सेपरेट HR टूल, and management wants a consolidated monthly report combining data from all three. How would you approach this integration challenge? पावर पिवट यूज़ कर लेते हैं, राइट? अलग अलग शीट में डेटा है, ठीक है, और इसमें फिर बार बार आप पिवट नहीं लगा सकते हो, एंड डेटा कैलकुलेशन प्रॉपरली होगा नहीं, राइट? सो टू डू दैट, पावर पिवट विल बी द सॉल्यूशन, ठीक है? Last, decision support. Marketing team is considering launching a new campaign. They ask you to provide insights from historical data to predict whether it will be successful. What steps would you take to support their decision? Very, very interesting question. And let's see. Launching a new campaign, historical data. Well, I will immediately apply pivot on historical data and focus on products and categories that had higher sales, and then give the insights as per that, so that they can be laser focused just those type of products increase their profits. Okay, so the last was okay. I'll say this in English. I'll read this in English and Hindi as well. Okay, I'll explain this in English and Hindi. Decision support. The marketing team is considering launching a new campaign. They ask you to provide insights from historical data to predict whether it will be successful. So, what steps would you take to support their decision? Okay. So, what I will do is I'll apply a pivot on the entire historical data, okay, year by year, and see which products and categories had the highest amount of sales, and then say suggest to prepare the marketing campaign specifically on those products so that they can increase so that they can be sure that okay that these type of products are doing really very well for so many years, and there are high chances that these products will continue to do well, right? And based on that we can prepare the marketing campaign. So I'll say okay, now give me feedback for entire interview. See, some of the scenarios are such that I've not encountered, right? But yet I'm applying my logic to see like how would you handle this in real world. Okay. So I've treated this as a real job interview, all right? And now I'm asking for the feedback. Okay. Strengths. So here it is given the okay. So here it has given me the strength and the uh, areas to improve. Okay. So it is stated that practical problem solving. Um, I showed a strong instinct to validate anomalies. Okay. Automation mindset. It is given the strength, practical problem solving, automation mindset, dashboard clarity, tool awareness, decision support. Areas to improve. Okay. So I knew that the formal accuracy may be a little bit off. So it stated that it was slightly off. The standard calculation is customers lost by total customers at start into 100. Okay. And then you were a bit brief in real interview. Managers expect you to explain how you set up relationships, handle mismatch field. Okay. Business impact linkage. While you gave technical solution, you could strengthen answers by explicitly trying to uh, business outcomes. This automation will save 3 hours daily, freeing analysts to focus on insight. So overall impression is that I've come across as methodical, collaborative, and technically capable. that, and I clearly understand Excel-based tools and reporting fundamentals. To elevate candidacy further, you should expand answers with more detail on process impact, refine formulas and calculations to industry standard, show awareness of advanced analytics, forecasting. So here it has given me the feedback instantly. Okay, right, and okay, thank you. What is next? To this interview. So here it is stated that that from this point onwards it will be a progression into advanced scenarios, more challenges such as executive queries, crisis reporting, predictive analytics, behavioral questions. Okay, focus on teamwork, care, communication, problem solving style, technical deep dive, uh, more questions such as SQL, Power BI, wrap up discussion. This is where I ask questions to the interviewer about the role, team, showing interest in preparation. So, in a real interview after these stages, interviewer either move you to a final role with senior leadership, assign a case study or practical test, providing provide a decision timeline for next step in the hiring process. So, which means that means I have cleared this round, right? This specific round. Okay, right. So, you know, you guys have seen that I was just trying to see whether whether I cleared the interview or whether I not cleared the interview. So based on the way interview went, ठीक है, इसमें इतना है कि फीडबैक है कि यस, कि मैंने इस चीज़ को मैंने एक पहला राउंड को मैंने क्लियर कर लिया, राइट. फिर नेक्स्ट वुड बी एडवांस इंटरव्यू राउंड, ठीक है, नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ क्वेरीज एंड ऑल दैट. So we will conclude this that I'll try to do the same thing with the help of Gemini as well. Okay, so to see if there is any variance between Copilot AI and Gemini. All right. So that's it for part two of this mock interview with AI. Then I'll meet you in the next video. So thank you so much for patiently watching this video. Take care. Take care. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.